I found this random iceberg. I looked up the Doors iceberg to see if I actually knew enough about the Doors. So yeah, we're gonna what? Okay. Anyways, gonna yeah. Military brat. I have no idea what the freak it's talking about by that. Robbie wrote "Light My Fire." It literally, I think it shows that in the movie. Yes, everyone knows Alabama song is a cover by it's some German song from the 1930s. I don't exactly remember. I think it was in a play, but who knows? Real name Nancy Zarek. I don't know what it's talking about. Jim predicted MDM. Yeah, there was like an interview from 1970 or 71 where he was talking about the future of music, and he said it had something to do with electronics. So yeah. Uh, Harrison Ford helped film. I remember something about that. Yeah. Jim had no interest in music. I don't think that's entirely true. I don't know. Ripping off the Kings. Yeah, I guess there was one time, or I don't think it was one time, but they allegedly ripped off. I think it was "Hello, I Love You." Pretty sure it was that, but I don't know. I don't even know what that says. It says I don't know what that is. I see Morrison though. Um, maybe that backdoor man is about anal. I didn't know that myself. Jim wrote all the songs before the Doors were formed. Yeah, that's sort of true. Jim missing. Jim's missing. Yeah, he had some weird car situation. Jim was a peeping tom. Jim was weird in general. He did some really, really, really not good things that most. I think that was more early in his career though. But once he started like actually, like well, I think that's before the Doors formed. He was like kind of a weirdo. Jim liked to expose his genitals. Yeah, he actually did. Jim despised hippies. Yeah, he actually didn't like hippies. If you just watch like a couple of like concerts, like concert recordings, um, I think you can tell. Jim was a bedwetter. I think so. I don't remember that. I don't remember that really being said, but yeah. Yeah, he liked to say that like his parents were dead in a lot of interviews. Um, and he just didn't like talking about his parents. Um, I don't even know what that means. Gal Zappa hit Jim with a hammer in kindergarten. Uh, these are some out of whack things I've never heard of. Promoting drug culture. I think every artist has done that. Manzarek and Rothschild were military intelligence. I don't know. Jim's wit. I don't know what that says. Mocking the crucifixion. He mocked everything. I think. Incredible draft dodge. Oh yeah, I guess so. Jim faked his death. That should be like all the way up here. That's like the biggest theory of Jim that he faked his death. Jim and the occult. And again, I don't know what that really means. Subversion of anti-war movement. What does that mean? There's a lot of words I don't mean that I don't know the meaning of. Subversion. A widely used open source. I don't know what that word means. Um, a lot of big words on here. Gulf of Tonka false flag. I don't know. Admiral Morrison. I don't know. Eye of Ours. Ours. Pam faked her own death. I mean, I think I heard about it, but again, I don't think so. Was a Rothschild. What does that mean? Jim became Chevy Chase. I forgot who that was. Chevy. Who was that? That looks nothing like Jim. What happened to Chevy Chase? I don't think so. I mean, in this photo a little bit, but he looks like Patrick Bateman more than anything. I mean, he has that Jim Morrison stare. I don't know. That's about it. They don't even have the same eye color. Jim had blue eyes. Um, Jim is homeless in New York. I thought there was rumors that he lived somewhere in Oregon, but I guess not. CIA spooks in Laurel. I know that name. Lookout Mountain Lab. I don't know. Project Monarch. I think I know something about that. Jim was at college with. I think I know something about that too. I don't know how to say that name though. Jim was an agent of the MK Ultra. Jim became. Who is that? Jim became a lot of people, I guess. Rush. Who is this guy? American. Oh, this guy. Okay, I think I know. Yeah, I think I know something about this. Because he wrote like the first book he came out with was like a year after Jim died, and that's why people are suspecting it's him. But they were suspecting it was him. What was it? What the books he wrote? Oh, or I don't know actually. I thought it was a book. I thought it was because this guy came out with a book like a couple years after Jim Morrison died. But he was born in Missouri. I don't know. I don't think so. And yeah, there's that. Let me see. Whatever. um, Hit that. There's another one. Was it this one? Well, these are just songs. I guess it's just by the most listened. I don't know. Light My Fire, literally one of their most popular songs. Roadhouse Blues is, I guess you would say, one of the most popular on Morrison Hotel. Break On Through is also like one of the most popular. People Are Strange. There's literally a movie that kind of based it off that song, um, from like the 90s, and also it was played in that one movie. These tags on this pillow are annoying me. I forgot what it was called. Um, Her 1987 vampire film. No. Yeah, The Last Boys. That's what it was. Yeah, there's this this had that song in it. That song. That song. Um. Angler frog. um. Riders on the Storm. Again, probably one of their most popular songs. Um. I don't think it was played in any media or movies or shows that I know of. But yeah, it's like one of the most popular on LA Woman. And then LA Woman is from the LA Woman soundtrack. Touch Me is from the Soft Parade album. It's one of the most popular from the Soft Parade. it's also no. Okay. Um, this had like a little segment in School of Rock where the one kid on electric piano was had like the Doors kind of like piano book and he was playing that. Strange Days. Oh wait, never mind. People are. I was thinking of Strange Days. Strange Days had its own movie, not People Are Strange. Strange Days had its own movie. The film, yeah, this. I was thinking of Strange Days. And they remade the song for the movie. I think. I don't know what band did, but that's weird. I don't know. I never watched it though. I don't really feel like it. I guess it's a sort of good movie. Um, by the ratings, so yeah, it has a lot of stuff in it. Peace Frog. It's a song from something in my Morrison Hotel. I don't exactly know what it's. I don't exactly know what the meaning of the song is, but yeah. Unknown Soldier, that is from Waiting for the Sun. The Crystal Ship, that's from their first album. It's like probably one of their most majestic songs I have like from their discography. So that can be argued with a couple other songs. The end, literally the best song they've. I think best song ever made in general. That's my favorite Doors song. I can tell you a bit about it. It like originally it was supposed to be about uh a relationship Jim went through with just one of his girlfriends, and it was just about relationship issues, I guess, and leaving them. Um, and then it morphed into this like literally I guess you would. There's literally a video talking about the meaning of the song, but it morphed into this literally the meaning of like the life cycle, basically, life and death. It's a very deep song. The Doors movie soundtrack. That explains itself. The Doors movie soundtrack. It's the soundtrack to the Doors movie. When the music's over, that's the last track on Strange Days. Oh yeah. Um, it's just a long song. I never really liked it. Love Street, that's from Waiting for the Sun. It was a song about Jim's girlfriend Pamela. That's about it, yeah. Backdoor Man, the supposedly song about anal. I didn't know that. I'm gonna look that up actually. What's the meaning of What's the meaning of backdoor man? Uh, okay. So it's not about anal. Okay. What does it mean to be your backdoor man? What does back? So yeah, I guess it has nothing to do with anal. 521. That's a song from Waiting for the Sun. No, I actually remember not really liking that song, but I'm fine with it now. Um, not the Waiting for the Sun version. What do you mean Waiting for the Sun? Isn't that's literally the first release of the song? I'm pretty sure. Or is it not? I don't know. Yeah, not the Touch the Earth is Waiting for the Sun album. I guess there's another version of it. I'm just not aware about. Wild Child is actually one of my other close favorites from the Doors, from the Soft Parade. The Soft Parade is like a really, really underrated album. Most underrated album ever, actually, in my opinion. Um, the Soft Parade, I think it's the last song in the Soft Parade, but who knows? Moonlight Drive was one of the first songs that Jim sung to Raymond's Eric. You know, if you watch the movie, you'll know. Don't believe everything in the movie though, because it does fake a lot of scenes that like never even happened, and that's why no one really likes the movie. And it just portrays Jim as an asshole. That's a big reason why people don't like Jim is because of the lot of fake stuff made about him. He's done some pretty terrible things, but I don't think he's done like hateable level stuff. Like I'm pretty sure in the book. I read the book twice, by the way. I read it through twice. And there's just a part where he just straight out. I think he was like really drunk. This is when he was in France. But there's just a time where he literally just screamed the N word, and I don't know. It just I don't think that ever happened. I really hope it didn't. Uh, yeah, that happened, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, I wouldn't really trust anything from that book because there's been counted many times where there's a lot of not factually corrected or factually checked. Frick, I can't think of the word. There's not a lot of factual stuff in there, and there's even times where it like says the wrong dates to some concerts. I think. So yeah. Absolute Live, I think, is their first live album. I don't know, but I think it is. I think Absolutely Live is their first. I'm gonna look that up actually. Live. I don't think it's their first. Okay, yeah, it's their first. I thought they had one before that. I think I'm thinking of 13. Okay. The compilation album. Okay. Compilation. Compilation. Yeah. I Looked at You is a song from the first album. I don't know the meaning of it really. Other live albums? I don't know what. Yeah, there are other live albums. No one, I guess, knows about those. Wishful Sinful, literally the most underrated song ever, which is from the Soft Parade. You should listen to that, by the way. That's like my second favorite song by them. End of the Night, first album. I don't know the meaning of it either. Albums after Jim's death, Other Voices in Full Circle. Okay, so there's also American Prayer too, but I don't think that's really counted as an album. It's more like a, I don't know. There's only a couple, like a few selected songs I like from those two albums though, like Mosquito, and then he was like, wait, this song, but that's about it that I can recall of liking. You're a Lost Little Girl, come from Strange Days. Hayek House is actually a really good song, by the way. Also, You're a Lost Little Girl is a good song too. All these songs are good. All of them are good. They're hard to choose from. I actually don't remember. I can't remember if this is from. I think this is from LA Woman. I don't know if it's from. I keep thinking it's from Strange Days or LA Woman, but how to spell it? Hyathic? Hyathic? The plant. What? Hyathic? Hyathic? What was it? House, yeah. Yeah, it's from LA Woman. Um, it's a really underrated song though. Horse Latitude, that's from Strange Days. No one likes that song though because it's literally just a bunch of noise and Jim screaming some random poetry he wrote. I don't really know the meaning of the song. I tried to look it up, but it still didn't make any sense to me. So, the Doors live recording albums pre 67. Yeah, I think I've listened to a couple, but I can't recall any. Not to Touch the Earth, Celebration in the Snake version. I have listened to that. I recognize that. The Celebration in the Snake. I think that's a. Hold on. Yeah. No. That's a snake? Yeah, that's a snake. I'm confused. Why does it say snake? I think it's Celebration Lizard. I don't know actually. I think I've heard about that. I don't remember the Celebration of Snake. I don't know what that's from. American Prayer, which was basically after that. I think it was like 1973. Is an album they released. Like it was like recordings of Jim's poetry that Jim made. And they just put it into a bunch of random songs, and there's just some like they. I don't know. They fucked it up when they made it though, because it just doesn't. People didn't like it because it just it they scrambled all his like poetry recordings together, and the poetry like they thought it was disrespectful to do that, but I don't know. I think I'd feel bad if I just kept, you know, recordings of my dead friend's poetry away and forever from the public, and I think that the fans would definitely appreciate that, but maybe don't scramble them together in songs. Release them, you know. You know, definitely do not make money off of that. Jim's poetry books. Yeah, he made a couple. I think I remember the name of some of them, but he never published really any of them. I think he published one, but he made personal copies to give to friends for them to read. That was about it. Like I there's a couple. I don't remember the names of them though. And then Miami 1969 incident recordings. There's recordings of it. I know about the Miami incident, but I didn't know there's recordings. Um. Anyways, yeah, there's that. Yeah, yeah, celebration of the lizard. Okay, that's what I say. Like I never heard of that before. I don't think it's a real thing. Okay, what is that though? Not used. I don't even know what he still means by that. Like, I, I thought I knew something about that, but I don't know. OC since. Has anyone questioned that? I'm really confused about that. Live recordings before 19. I'm in the seventh degree. This is seventh degree. One, two. Yeah, that's about it. I don't feel like doing anything else.